right then.
Yeah,
and then if you draw a Treasure
lands.
Cruise, you can just draw more
Yeah,
cards.
exactly.
Right? Like, it fuels it. I'm surprised he's not playing black, to be honest. He's been playing Jeskai black for as long as it was in standard.
Yeah, and then he's got some 4 Jace, 4 Seeker of the Way, 4 Mantis Rider, 2 Reflector Mage, and 2 Wingmate Rock.
Yeah.
And then some lands. Nothing too crazy going on in the lands.
Yeah, he's just got his 2
His
Wandering
2
Fumaroles, and
Fumaroles.
that's it for his special lands.
Yeah, and there is some advantage to only playing 3 colors. Playing 3 colors, it's fine. There's slightly more consistency.
If it was a shard instead of a wedge, I think it would be better as 3 colors, because like then he'd have 8 fetch lands, right? All
now you can see that he has circumvented that a little bit with the one sunken hollow,
right?
the
He's
one
got
of
one hollow,
the one so that
March.
his duels can always fetch.
Yeah, and then he's got 1 Bloodstained Mire, 4 Flooded Strand, and 2 Delta.
Yeah,
just so that he always has targets.
Shard,
right?
a shard right now has 2 manlands though, right?
Yeah.
What's the other manland he has access to?
If he was his other color.
Right now he's playing America.
Yeah.
Does he only have 1?
No, as America he also has the red-white manland, which is a 4 mana to activate, 2 colorless red-white. It gets becomes a 2/1 with double strike.
Yeah, and this one's the 1/4 that switches.
This is the 1/4 that can switch his power toughness.
Okay, Jade's back in. Got some arms here on the right-hand side of the table. So Zach's been shuffling. So looking at the matchup, who do you think? What decks do you think favored?
I'm not sure. Honestly, like they're both pretty grindy, but Jade has more planeswalkers, and I don't think Zach doesn't play what's it called, Ruinous Path, right? So he has no way to actually kill a planeswalker.
He just attacks them with creatures.
He has 3 Absent Arms and 3 Crackling Dooms to get rid of Gideon if it ever gets activated. But if Jade just plays Chandra and starts plussing it, there's a chance that Zach can't get rid of the Chandra. Yeah. Assuming that Zach doesn't already have a board state, right? But if Zach's already got a board state,
in an empty board, again, back to it's funny how the best counter for a Chandra on an empty board is to play your own Chandra and kill it. Yeah, it just feels so good. Which is not the way Elspeth was, right? If you played the person who plays Elspeth first wins.
Yeah.
In that old race.
Well, and like the other thing about Jade's deck is he's got 4 Seeker of the Way and 4 Mantis Riders, so he's like pretty heavy on the aggro plan. And
yeah.
Most Jeskai or Jeskai Black decks are like harder control, right?
Yeah.
So he could just. Do we know which one's first seed?
No, I don't.
Okay, well, we'll find out by who plays the land first.
Jade's been all day. He's been making these Jungi type decks go first.
I know.
Yeah.
I heard him say, "I'm gonna draw 1 game," and I was confused.
Yeah, it's very strange. And I was thinking about it. It's just the Disdainful Stroke is sick, right?
Yeah.
If you rock that Disdainful Stroke into a Rhino or something. Because you can go 3. A lot of times these Jund decks on turn 3 are just like tapping out to Divination or something.
Yeah.
So
well, most of them switch from playing Painful Truth to Read to Bones, so that
because it's better with Goblin, right? Yeah. So I was talking about that, and it's just pretty sweet. If I go Lightning Angel, boop you, and then you draw some cards, you're even lower. I hit you again, and then for 2 mana, I counter your 4 mana spell.
Your spell that you're trying to use to stabilize, right? Like Sea Rhino.
And then you're way ahead, right?
Yep.
You're super ahead at that point. It's also a deck that I even thought about. It's strange that Jade isn't running any goblins of his own. He has some really good goblin targets in his deck.
Yeah, like Jeskai Charm?
Jeskai Charm, yeah. Put your guy on top. Yeah. Goblin, put your guy on top. That's just evil. Okay, so we're into the action here. Jace coming down for Jade. For hashtag
So Jade was on the play. So Jade must be seed number 1. Because this is the highest seeded game. Colgan's Command. Presumably Shock Chase make you discard.
Yep.
Don't think there's any actual modes other than that he could do right now.
There's no artifact. And there's no creature
targets,
to pick up. Yeah. So, yep. Dispel. Is that Dispel? Jade loves Dispel.
Yeah, I like Dispel. Dispel's really strong, especially right now in Standard.
Yeah, some of the things that are running around are just pretty awesome. You can just hold up 1 mana to counter the Crackling Doom. It's sick. Play a Lightning Angel and hold up a mana.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's ill.
Well, like, and if he's on the play, right? If he goes Seeker into Mantis Rider, there's a chance that Zach doesn't even have an untapped land on turn 3. Like, if he just played like a man land or something, he wouldn't even be able to Crackling Doom.
Yeah, exactly.
So Jade plays another Mantis Rider or a Magical Christmas land, I guess. Then he leaves up with his blue mana, and then he passes. Zach tries Crackling Doom. And
Or
gets him.
Gideon. Gideon seems like the best case, right? You make a 2/2.
Yeah.
Yep. Advocate.
That card seemed pretty okay.
You better lawyer up. Because it's an advocate. It's like a lawyer.
Yeah.
Get it?
Yeah,
Get it?
Got it.
Yeah. Mantis Rider.
Oh, okay.
Boop.
I thought he was going to play a Reflector Mage. Bounce the Advocate.
That would be good too.
Yeah.
Does it look like he has one in his hand? Jade's
I
really
thought-
good at keeping his hand down.
Yeah.
He barely ever lets me see what's going on in there.
Zach looks like he's got a Rhino.
Yeah.
That's all I could see.
So right now he has a Colgan's Command in the dirt. I don't like Goblin right now.
Yeah,
It
I
just
don't
does
think that's a
nothing,
good play.
right? If you're gonna Goblin, you got to do the bait swing first, right? I don't know. He's just going for a cut.
First cut, okay.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, one of the advantages that Jade's deck has the ability
Does
to
he have a
attack.
2-mana spell to play right now, though?
Not sure. Not that I know of.
Because I didn't see one. I know there's a Rhino in his hand, and I thought
Oh,
that there was a land.
is he cracking for Dispel right now? Because that would be
so
sick.
good.
That would be really good in this position. The tempo swing.
Oh, baby.
He discarded one
baby.
very easily early. Boom.
That's real good.
That's real good.
Yeah, and Zach
Can't
doesn't
attack.
have a follow-up play either.
Can't even attack.
He's got
I would have went for
that
Rhino
looks
there.
like a Secluded Step. Or no, Sand Step Citadel? The Triland.
Yeah,
from
yeah,
Abzan.
yeah.
Does he play them?
Not. Well, you have.
No, you have it.
Nope.
Doesn't play it. I don't know what that
Must
card
be
was.
a Rhino.
Maybe it's...
It looks
Tremendous
like a
Command,
Rhino.
Or another Rhino.
Or
I guess.
Anafenza.
Oh, yeah,
It's got
okay.
the gold border going on.
Some
Does
sort
he?
of Abzan card.
Oh, he doesn't even have Anafenzas in his main deck.
Maybe it's just 2 Rhinos. That'd be pretty strong.
Nothing like.
You fire Impulses away the Advocate before he gives him a chance to play a 6th land.
Good call.
Yeah. He drew Read the Bones for turn. Looks like, yeah, he's going to cast
I'm just
it.
gonna
I
fire.
think he's digging for land.
Read the Bones is one of my favorite Magic cards.
It's a strong card.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a Dromoka's Command.
Jamoka's Command.
Yeah. And a Crackling Doom? Is that what that is?
You sure it's Jamoka's Command? He shouldn't even have Jamoka's Command. Is it an Abzan charm, perhaps?
Maybe. I thought it was Dromoka's Command. It might have just been Crackling Doom. He
Okay.
scryed 2 and kept both.
Kept both?
Yeah. Oh, it's probably Crackling Doom. That would explain why he kept both, and now he's cracking a fetch land immediately. Gonna get green-white dual land, presumably. Yeah.
Mhm.
Probably gonna see a Crackling Doom.
Yeah, that Mantis Rider did a lot of work.
That hit him 3 times.
Yeah, it did a lot of work.
That's so much damage.
Yeah, just from like a random 3-drop. Like, there's no 3-drop in the format that I'm more afraid of than Mantis Rider. Reflector Mage, fine, it's a tempo hit, but
Yeah, I can't even.
Death
think of-
Mist
I
Raptor,
can't
who
think of
cares?
any.
It's just a 3/3 Death Mist Raptor, like, whatever. But Mantis Rider, boom.
Yeah.
And it flies in just a really not fly-intensive... There's not much of an Air Force around.
No,
You're
there's.
seeing a lot of Mantis Rider, you see some Wingmate rocks, and you see the Eldrazi that comes with the Scion.
Yeah, well, that's what I was gonna say. The Bant Coco deck
Yeah.
plays like mono flyers. It plays Wingmate Rock. It plays the Spawn guy. I don't know what it's called.
Eldrazi something. Yeah.
Yeah,
The one that comes with the
the
Scion.
2/1 that makes a 1/1 Scion.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it also plays Stratus Dancer, which is
It's a flyer.
the 2/1
Yeah,
that
it's
when
a
it's face
negate.
up, it's negate. But
When you,
well, it's
you can
instant or
megamorph
sorcery.
it.
It's not negate. It's just instant or sorcery.
Oh, okay, yeah. So
But
it's
yeah.
not as good as negate.
Yeah, there's the Sea Rhino.
Rhinoceros. So I have to think Jade must have known a Rhino was coming sometime.
Yeah,
Because
Well, you
a
gotta
lot of
expect it,
times
right?
Jade looks like he's been on the ropes, but he just plays this really aggressive face game and follows it up with burn. Just as classic as Delver, Bolt, you're dead.
he just shocked himself. Oh.
No. You can't shock yourself in this
Well, I
format.
mean, yeah. He used his pain land, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, now there's definitely an Abzan charm in his hand. And a Planeswalker of some sort. Chandra, maybe? Chandra would be pretty good. I think that's what it is. Yep, that is exactly what that is. He's got to play the Chandra here, right? He's got to play Chandra -2 and hope Jade just misses for the next couple of turns off top of his deck.
Yeah. There is the risk that if you go and do that he will fire Impulse your Rhino.
Yeah.
I would attack with the Rhino first. I don't know. He's going like that. I guess you're just...
Oh, Jade has no cards in hand.
Oh, he's in top deck
Oh,
mode.
I thought he still had one card in hand. Okay.
Okay. That changes things.
I think that he...
100%. Why didn't he attack?
Drew... I don't know.
Oh, he wants to protect against the 4-1 Manland coming back and killing the Chandra.
Oh. Yep, that makes sense. I was going to say, I don't think Jade plays hasty creatures.
Mantis Rider.
But I meant on the ground.
Ooh. Ding.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Goes for the Chandra.
Yeah, you have to.
Otherwise, you just lose 2
Because, like... Yeah, because the clock is just too fast.
Yeah, this Rhino needs to hit you 4
Zach still has the
4
Abzan
times.
Charm to exile that Mantis Rider. Does he have mana to play Soulfire and buy back the Abzan Charm? No, he doesn't. He's 1 mana short.
Abzan Charm's 3 strength or greater? 3
yeah,
power?
3 power or greater. Advocate. Okay,
That's
so
pretty good right now.
Advocate, Abzan Charm, exile your guy, probably.
Remove the guy. Swing for the face.
Yeah.
I would attack first.
I would attack, offer him to block. Because if he chooses to block,
because if he blocks, you're
going
going
to
to get 4 damage in anyway. Because
Yeah.
the Rhino tramples. So
I wouldn't even waste the Absent Charm. I just let him take 1 trample and then play the Soulfire.
plus that puts him to a convenient 12 life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and that Advocate's
Because
a 4/5.
if you Abzan Charm and get the 4 trample, he's only at 9, which isn't a kill next turn. So
Yeah.
why not? Reflector
That was
Mage
pretty
is
good.
that one.
Zach has a Hissing Quagmire, which is the green-black land, I believe. Oh, I thought he did. Maybe I'm just blind. Oh, no,
Sometimes
yeah,
it's
that's
pretty
what
hard.
it is, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so he would have had
Yeah,
lethal.
he would have had lethal.
Soulfire Grandmaster. So if he has a Fiery Impulse right now, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that would be really strong. After a couple of turns of it, Jade looking like he was just going to take the game. Looks like Zach's clawing his way back into this.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's a pretty good draw.
And that's pretty...
Oh, that's kind of risky.
It's pretty risky. Jeskai Charm.
Well, like Jeskai Charm, Mantis Rider. Right?
Yeah, there's a lot of outs. That just created a lot of outs for Jade. Because he just went to 3 for that.
Yeah.
He will go and change it. There it is.
Can you see what he drew off of that?
No, I couldn't see any of it. He's got a red card. There was a red card. And a green card. It's got to be a Sylvan Advocate.
Well, the green card's the Advocate that got Reflector Maged.
And then what's the backmost card?
Siege
Ooh,
Rhino.
Rhino.
Ooh. That's pretty good.
The Rhino is good. So Jade has 1 card.
I think that if it was a super relevant card, he would have played it. Oh, okay. I guess he was deciding whether or not he wanted to attack first, but he didn't want to gain Zach 2 life by letting him just let his guy get 8.
I would have done it. I guess it doesn't actually make a difference.
Well, like, your guy gets killed by Siege Rhino.
Yeah,
right?
It feels bad. But I think that a 3/4 vanilla in the air is better than a 2/3 on the ground.
Yeah, I agree.
And
Roast.
oh, he just got punished.
Yeah, he just super punished.
Did his creature just get killed by the card that says non-flying creature?
Okay, Crackling Doom. Yeah, that's real strong here.
That's all I'm saying is that the other line was much more resilient.
Okay, well, that was pretty good.
That was a series of cards that happened.
And if Jade had attacked first and then made 2 Wingmate Rocks instead of trying to be greedy and keep Reflector Mage, for no reason actually.
Yeah, I
'Cause
think
Roast
you're
wouldn't
just
have had a target.
upgrading the Reflector Mage.
Yeah,
The Reflector Mage is becoming
a target at all.
The
right?
Roast wouldn't have had a target, and that would have been a whole nother game.
Yep.
I got instincts, bro. So let's talk about sideboarding.
Okay.
So here on Zach's deck,
Yep.
he's got some Duress, Dramoka's Command, a Virulent Plague, which, do they have access to deck lists?
I don't think so. We have them, right? And I don't think there's.
Don't they get access to deck lists?
I don't know. I mean, they gave them to us, so I would assume no.
Or do they just?
I think that might just be for the final game that we give them the deck lists.
Okay, so anyway, Duress, Dramoka's Command, Virulent Plague, which I can't see Zach bringing in Virulent Plague.
No, it doesn't. Well, like, the only thing it does for him is prevents the Gideon from making tokens, but I don't know if Zach even knows about Gideon right now. And it also stops Chandra's tokens, right? But Chandra tokens also come out of Zach's guys. He doesn't have another one in his sideboard, does he?
He doesn't have another one. I can see these 2 Radiant Flames coming in for sure.
Yeah. The Radiant Flames and the Dromoka's Command have to come in, I think.
Dromoka's Command exposes you to blowouts.
And then probably the 2 Surges.
Surge for sure.
I would guess he's
Yeah, we can say 100%. No Hallowed Moonlight, no Infinite. So,
correct.
Surge, Radiant Flames, Dromokas.
Yeah.
That's one thing I could
He's
say.
on the draw, right?
He's going to be on the draw.
Yeah. So I don't like Oppo Siege on that.
But he played against Jade earlier in the tournament, and Jade put him on the play.
Really?
So he might think he's on the play.
Okay.
That's a possibility.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about this other end? Other end, take it or leave it.
It's like, the problem is that it's so much more expensive than Jade's cards that he plays.
Yeah.
Right?
And
Like, the only card that Jade plays is, or creature, I guess, is Wingmate Rock. And then he's also got his Planeswalkers, but he's not going to have a bunch of Planeswalkers in play.
yeah.
It just feels really bad to use it, have an Utter End in your hand as a removal spell when your opponent has Jace or something, right? Or like a Seeker.
Yeah. It does have the advantage that it can go at some things that it otherwise wouldn't be able to.
Yeah.
So let's look at this side. I can see Jade has Soulfires coming in.
Yeah, Jade's definitely got Soulfire. He's got 2 Radiant Flames, right? Which
I don't think
I don't
brings
think he's
them in.
going to bring them in. He's
They're
got
not good.
a Negate and a Burn Away, Reflector
100%.
Mage, Sarkhan, Mastery.
So
of the
if Jade's
Unseen
on the
×2.
play, I can see the Sarkhans coming in.
Yeah,
On the draw, not so much.
yeah. He's also got Valorous Stance,
Against Rhino.
a Surge of Righteousness, and 3 Disdainful Stroke. Does Zach have a lot of targets for the Surge?
For the
just
Surge,
got
he's got...
Siege Rhino, Dark Dwellers, and Kalitas. That's pretty good.
that's enough.
Yeah, I think I would bring it in. It's only a 1-off, right? So it's
Yeah,
not like he's
plus,
siding in a
and you
bunch of
can
them.
get the Advocates once they turn online. At 6 mana, you can hit them.
Why?
Because the Sylvan Advocates get +2/+2 when you have that.
Oh,
many
you mean
lands.
you mean the Valorous Stance? I meant
No.
for Surge of Righteousness.
Oh, for Surge of Righteousness. Yeah, Surge of
But like
Righteousness.
Surge also blows up his
Planeswalkers.
1 land. Okay, well that's less good. I thought he played more of these. He's also got 2 Shambling Vents.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't see
I
Zach.
would definitely bring in the
Zach's
Valorous
not going
Stance.
in with manlands as much. I love manlands. Whenever I'm playing a deck with them, I go in with them all the
You don't
time.
gotta sell me on manlands.
Yeah, I just don't see that players are as aggressive with them nowadays. As like, remember
think
just
that-
Mutavault?
Yeah.
Like I attack with Mutavault, put Mutavault in any deck, every deck, you know. But
Yeah.
I can see Jade's bringing in a Burn Away for sure.
Well, he's gonna bring in
Burn.
Negate, Burn Away. I would assume Sarkhan, the Valorous Stance, and probably the Disdainful Strokes and the Soulfire.
And that's a lot of cards.
Yeah, that's like 7 cards.
Yeah. So, not 100% as to what he would cut or whatever. But,
Well, he might bring in a 3rd Reflector Mage too.
yeah, I was saying the Reflector Mage is probably coming
Yeah,
in.
that's pretty good against him.
Yeah. But looking at it, like, Roast is good because it kills all of his creatures. Wild Slash, not so good.
Yeah, I wouldn't
I would
keep
cut
the
it.
Wild Slash.
Yeah, the Valorous Stance might come in, might go. I think there's enough good targets for it between Kalitas, Goblin Dark Dwellers, and Siege Rhino that I would keep it in.
Yeah, and the Advocate. when
And
it's
the
turned on,
Advocate
right?
half
Yeah.
the time, yeah.
Well, and like the other thing is if the Advocate's turned on, your Valor Stance could kill a man land,
Yeah.
which is pretty funny.
They don't even need to be turned on. They just say, don't they just say your land creatures get +2/+2 all
Yeah.
the time?
No. It says as long as you have 6 or more lands in play.
So if you have 6 or more lands, it and your man
Yeah.
lands. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that would be really strong if it didn't.
Yeah, just pump my man lands.
Just play like 2 or 3 in a row. Just get in with an 8/8 Mutavault.
So we're into the draws. Jade and his calm demeanor under pressure. A lot of players are
Does
flicky,
Zach
they're
only
fidgety.
have 5 cards?
He's just been on a series of mulligans here.
Oh, that's not good. That is
Oh yes, and Zach took down
Zach
the
took
first
game
game.
1, yeah.
There we go.
Do you think Zach can actually realistically win a game if he's actually on 4 cards here? He is on 4 cards.
4 with the scry.
Oh, he scried and kept. He's got a land in hand.
And that was a land on top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like red, black. in his hand.
It's hard to tell. It's really glary.
Yeah. The dual-handed plays the
Seeker
Manland.
is really bad to look down.
That's not good.
What do you
And he
think
drew
about
another
keeping
land.
the Seekers in?
I like it. He's on the play.
Okay, on the draw, I'm taking those out.
Yeah. On the
Your,
draw,
your
I think
opponent's
I would take
playing Sylvan Advocate and Soulfire Godmaster. Like, Soulfire, not so much.
Well,
But
like,
the Sylvan Advocate just stone nuts you.
yeah.
You need another card for it to work, which, you know, maybe it's good enough, maybe it's not. Oh my god, nuts.
That's real good.
The nuts is... So now, as we've
Zach's on
discussed...
running lands, though.
Yeah, so the optimal play is probably just, like, draw 2. If Zach has a card that lets him draw 2 cards, that would be perfect.
I don't think he has a way to play one, though, right? Because the lands he has in his hand are Forest and a
He could play Forest into Read the Bones.
another red-black fetch land. Yeah.
But does he have a Read the Bones in his hand?
No. I don't think
Okay.
so. He's got 3 Read and 3 Absent Charm in his deck.
Would you have modified the numbers on those?
I'm a bigger fan of Read the Bones than Absent Charm, I think, right now.
In this matchup, though.
in
He's got a 3-3 split. I think it's your card draw. I don't think you can change your
in
card
the matchup?
draw.
No.
I wouldn't
don't
change
think
it.
you
You
can
just
change them in
keep
the
the
matchup.
6.
The other thing
keep your
about
6 card
the
draw
Absent
spells.
Charm, right, is like
It doubles as a Mantis
it
Rider
can kill
killer.
Mantis Rider, yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't it have a third mode?
Yeah, it puts +1/+1 counters.
Oh, yeah.
Two as you divided. Or two as you
Two is
choose.
2 wherever you want?
Yeah.
So he's going
And it can
Kolaghan.
target their creatures too, which was pretty funny. I used to target my opponent's Courser with it, and then untap, play Elspeth and minus it, and blow up a whole bunch of things.
Yeah. You didn't do it to... I think Phyrexian Obliterator should somehow be involved in this line of thought.
That'd be funny. Yeah.
Give your opponent's creature +2/+2, and then make them fight.
Yeah.
Make them fight. Yeah.
Whatever.
Prey upon Phyrexian Obliterator. Build it, guys. Eldrazi's are running around in Modern. Imagine how much better it is. How much better is it?
You'd need to get to turn 5, though.
That's fine. That's fine. Don't worry about it.
That's a minor technicality.
No, you can just play ramp. You're playing green. You got ramp.
Just like Farseek can do it, so turn 4. I guess you could go like Bird into like ramp spell, right?
Yeah.
And then play Obliterator on turn 3.
Okay. So here's how it goes. It involves Black Lotus.
Okay. so we're clearly not playing Modern anymore. Probably could still play the Eldrazi deck in Vintage. Wouldn't be surprised.
It's not better than Slash Panther.
Mm,
Slash Panther's OP
yeah, it's a 4/2 with haste.
that you can play off Black Lotus.
Yeah. Well, like, I guess it costs you 2 life, but that's
No, YOLO.
whatever.
It's vintage.
Yeah.
Life? Who actually just attacks their opponent's 0 vintage? Anyway, we digress. Zach's got some lands. He burned down... He used Kolaghan's command to burn down a Seeker of the Way, and Jade's been poking with the other Seeker of the Way.
If Zach just keeps drawing his spells that give him a 2-for-1s all the time, he could just feasibly win this game too. Even though he mulliganed to 4.
Yep.
Because like it doesn't look like Jade had a Mantis Rider he could have played on turn 2. So he doesn't have a bunch of... Or yeah, on turn 3.
On turn 3,
Definitely
he
not
played
on
Tap
turn
Land
2.
Seeker.
Yeah.
And then turn 4 didn't play Mantis Rider.
Yeah.
Which he obviously would have.
Yes. Maybe... I'm not sure.
So...
I think the optimal thing he can do here is get in with... Or attack with Seeker. Assuming Zach doesn't have any like responses, kill
Shenanigans.
it, whatever. If he has a Wingmate Rock, like that would be pretty good.
Why is he pre-combat fetching?
I couldn't tell you.
Manland?
Oh yeah, he does have Manland. Maybe he's just
could
hoping
boot for
Zach
4,
Zach
right?
doesn't have a removal spell he can
Oh,
play.
that's exactly...
'Cause, like, well, Zach's lands he has in play is the green-black Manland, and then Mountain and Swamp, so he can't Absent Charm it. He doesn't
And
have a
he-
white
and he
source.
can't
Oh, and he
even
does have an
Crackling
Absent
Doom.
Charm in his hand. He does have a Murderous Cut, though.
Which do you go for? What do you reckon?
I
would go Seeker.
I would target the Fumarole, because it's 4 points of damage, right?
Yeah.
And like the other thing is, if the only white source he has for the rest of the game or for the next couple of turns is that Shambling Vent, he's not ever going to be able to use the Shambling Vent to attack or block. And it looks like he's sandbagging a land. I think it was a Bloodstained Mire in his hand.
He's had that Bloodstained Mire since
Yeah,
the beginning
it
of
is.
the game.
Yeah, that was his second draw.
In retrospect, maybe he would have wanted to filter more lands. You
think-
gotta think your opponent's up to something.
Yeah.
When they go to the 5th land, you either think he has nothing but lands, or gas, some kind of trick, right?
Yep.
If he had a Rhino, he would have played it.
Jace on a 3rd Seeker. Okay, that's neat.
Oh my god, Bile Blight, OP.
Yeah.
Bile Blight would be sick right now.
Lose 2, draw 2. Yeah, seems good.
End step?
Yeah.
This is end step we're talking? Okay. So he's going for the cards. You mentioned that he has to do nothing but get his 2-for-1 cards.
He's doing it.
We're talking about. We're talking 3 Absent Charms because they draw you 2 cards. 3 Read the Bones because they draw you 2 cards.
3 fetch lands and 1 spell.
Yeah,
No. I lied. It's 3 fetch lands and a swamp. A mountain? It's 3 fetch lands and a basic is what it was. And he plays Wooded Foothills Pass.
What do you think about the amount of acting he's doing with this hand? It's not very clear to Jade that his opponent only has 1 land.
Yeah, like
Or
I don't know.
only nothing but lands.
I'm of the idea that if you at least represent in some scenarios you have some sort of response, there's a good chance it pays off, right?
Yeah.
But it
The
also
people
looks
that
like
just like touch the mountain,
Jade's
so ready to lightning bolt.
yeah. Jade's just gonna get in for 12 here.
Seekers do proc off of
Off the Chandra.
So proc.
Whatever.
Yeah. Oh, Zach's in the tank.
He's got to activate the Quagmire and block the Seeker, is what he thinks. Because he's going to take 9, even if he blocks.
These dice here are representative
Of the 3.
Yeah, he went up for tokens, right?
Yeah.
So right now he's coming in for 12, and Zach is obviously blocking a Seeker.
Yeah, he has to.
These are the kinds of scenarios that made me think that he should have went for the Murderous Cut on the Seeker before. Jay didn't have a lot of moments to activate the manland. He's near to tapping out.
Yeah, that's true.
If you make him attack you for 4 by paying 5 mana instead of doing other things. Yeah.
That was really awkward. After drawing a couple of his 2-for-1s, he just flooded out. But I mean, he did mulligan to 4. He put up a pretty good fight for the beginning there.
Pretty fair. It was could have gone either way.
Yeah.
So
if
1
or 2 of those fetch lands he drew were just spells, yeah. Like if
He
one of
was
those
so
one of those fetch lands was a Goblin Dark Dweller,
or one of them was a Rhinoceros.
yeah, well, Rhinoceroli would be pretty good there.
Every one of my hands would be improved by drawing 3 more Rhinoceros.
Yeah. Just on top of your actual cards, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Just like somebody recalled targeting you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was starting to think of a list of cards that if your opponent reaches across the table to read the card, they're just going to lose.
Yeah.
I've got some cards. 1, Hurkyl's Recall.
Yeah.
If you play Hurkyl's Recall and your opponent says, "What does that card do?" they're going to lose the game.
And it's relevant in the matchup, right?
Well, you
Like
don't
they're playing
play
Affinity.
it. You don't play
You
it.
recall them.
Yeah, because if they don't know what the card does, yeah. Or if I play Blood Moon and my opponent's like, "Can I read that card?"
Yeah.
They're going to lose. Any other ones you'd care to add?
Trinisphere.
Trinisphere, Smokestack.
Yeah. Smokestack.
I play Smokestack and my opponent's like, "What is this card? What's a soot counter?"
The best is when they don't understand why it's not just a charge counter.
Why?
Back in the day, Magic didn't only have charge counters.
What? It was just for no good reason, right?
Yeah. It was just they wanted to, make them unique, I guess.
That's pretty cool. I mean, it's fun.
Well, it is a soot counter.
Yeah. It's just fucking Northern England in a counter.
That was rude.
Rude to who?
Northern England.
I didn't destroy Northern England. Take that shit up with Churchill.
What are you doing?
I'm having a hard time here. I'm having a bad time. I'm trying to make it so that the commentator actually includes both our names.
So it just says Ryan.
Ryan Hampshire Cheese is what it says.
No and. Just put an ampersand. Come on.
Put a what?
An ampersand. The and symbol.
That's the name? That symbol has a name?
This, yeah.
I was just going to do that.
Well, that's a plus. Come on.
Oh, and look, it is the exact number of figures to cut my name off.
Well, just remove the space between my name or the commentator and the colon and Ryan, I guess.
I was gonna go the space between and after the plus sign.
Sure. It's my bad.
Is that
Last name's too
acceptable?
long. Yeah, whatever.
Yes, your name is so unacceptably long. You're lucky you're still in my booth.
Yeah. It's not much of a booth. It's more of a room.
Okay. So you've upgraded my area?
Yeah.
Isn't a room better than a booth?
In the commentator booth?
Yeah.
Yes, 100%.
Okay.
Well,
so would you do any play draw shenanigans siding? Or
I know Jade's a fan of it. I'm personally a fan of it. If he doesn't have the Sarkhan in after that game because he wanted to be more aggressive, then there's a chance he's citing Sarkhan in.
and do you anticipate that you're going to be on the play of the draw right now?
As who? Jade or Zach? I think Jade just signified he wants to be on the play at all times. So I think that if Zach told him that he was on the draw after he does all this sideboarding and his deck's presented, it could throw him off. I don't think you can do that though.
I thought you sideboarded, presented your deck, and then determined.
You do.
So he could do that.
Yes.
Plus, Zach's deck is good on the draw.
Zach's deck is good on the draw, but if he puts Jade on the play and Jade just goes 2-drop, 3-drop, like
2-drop, 3-drop Gideon.
yeah, like you could just die, right?
You can just die, but yeah. So
I don't think that's a risk Zach would take. Plus, like, it's also more beneficial for Zach if he plays his tapped lands
early,
because if he's on the draw and he's playing tap lands, like his dual lands, I don't know what the other one's called, Hissing Quagmire, right? Yeah, Hissing Quagmire and Shambling Vince. Then if he's forced to play,
but you can't expect that your average hand composition is going to include multiples of those.
Correct.
He's only got 3 in his deck.
Like
so you see one in your opener, you play a tap.
In reality, he's probably going to play one.
It's very
of them between turn 1 and 4.
Yeah, it's rare that you'll be flooded on them.
Yeah.
There's like almost not enough of your deck to be flooded on them. And yeah, so I could just see that I think Jade's deck can transition much more efficiently into a beat you down really fast deck than Zach's.
Well, like that's what his main deck is almost.
Because like he actually has creatures and faster threats in his sideboard.
Yeah, well, he's also got another tempo guy.
Yeah,
right?
he's got another
the
tempo
reflector
guy,
range.
a Sarkhan, and 2 Soulfire Grandmasters.
Plus, if he sided in the extra Valor stance, he could go to combat. Zach might try to Crackling Doom, kill one guy, right? And then the next turn he might untap, try to roast a guy. My guy is indestructible now.
Yeah, so Zach's,
I mean, like with Soulfire, roast's pretty good still.
Zach's coming down on Soulfire Grandmaster on turn 2.
It's a strong card.
It's a good card. And
but, yeah, so Jade's definitely on the draw.
Yep. Play draw mind games.
Has Zach played a Soulfire before this? I can't think
in
of
this match. No,
yeah.
but he did play Jade in the Swiss.
Yeah, but I mean this
Soulfires.
match, right? Because he's playing 4 of them.
I think
He only
it's
said
on the
one.
number 1 card to shave.
Yeah,
I don't even
that's
think
fair.
that his deck should have had 4 Soulfire Grandmasters to
I
start
would have
with.
played 1 or 2 at most, I think.
I like 2. 2's great.
Yeah.
It's a 2. I
That's
play a
what I
2
played, was 2.
of a card that I want to see, but I do not want to see more than 1 of. I don't spreadsheet my decks. I kind of just organically build them. So if I like 2 as a card that I want to see 1 of, but never more than 1 in a game.
Well, and like the other thing is you don't usually want it on turn 2, right?
I want to play Soulfire Grandmaster as like an 8 mana spell.
8 or 9, that's what I think. Yeah.
It just looks like I'm going to play it. I'm going to have a removal spell. I'm going to bounce that removal spell. I'm going to get my value.
Yeah. Well, like at 9 mana, right? You can play it, and you can pay to rebuy your spell and play a Crackling Doom.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yeah. Even if it's something
And
as
like, or it
small
could
as...
be Roast, too, right? Which is pretty good with Soulfire.
Also, that late into the game, it can be a lot quicker in that you just play Murder's Cut for 1.
Yes.
Which feels good. You don't gain any life, though.
No, but
No life.
the guy's dead.
It's garbage. It doesn't gain you life.
It's garbage. I don't know if that counts. Oh, read the bones. Okay.
Read the Bones, which is a push with his Soulfire Master attack.
Green, white, fetch land, and I think it was
In this position,
red.
looking at his hand, he has 3 lands. I just put every land on the bottom.
Yeah, I don't.
Every land on the bottom. And it feels so bad when you crack Scry plus fetch lands. Nombo.
Well, yeah. Especially when the lands you're scrying away are more fetch lands, right?
Yeah.
Like you want to just keep those on the bottom, but the only lands you have in hand are also fetch lands. So
Yeah.
you're just shuffling them back in your deck.
Did he crack fetch land into this Read the Bones?
Yeah. Nope. He cracked the fetch land the turn before for the Soulfire. I believe it's a green-white fetch land.
Jade's going for an end step draw here. So
No one's made
given that, this is just Jade's turn 3.
Yeah.
Okay. If I was Zach, I would have cracked a fetch prior to playing that. I would have cracked a fetch land into the Read the Bones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I think too. Because he's got at least one in his hand. He might have 2.
He has at least 1 fetch land. He has a Bloodstained Mire in his hand. So.
Mantis Rider. Yeah. Oh,
no,
Reflector Mage.
Mage.
Ooh,
that's pretty good too.
Yeah.
That's probably time enough for this Jace to flip.
Yeah, I would guess.
I mean,
It also stops Zach from gaining life from the Reflector Mage, right?
Yeah.
Because like if he had a roast here or something to stop the Jace, now his roast is just a roast.
It's just a
Just-
shock.
Well, it's like a flame slash, right?
We're having roast Jace for dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rhino?
Roast Rhino for dinner.
Kalidas? Kalidas. Okay.
We haven't seen Cletus
Nope.
come down.
I'm a fan of that card.
That card is
Real
sweet.
good.
You know, the thing that gets like kind of shoved under the carpet for standard purposes is the activated ability on him.
Yeah,
You're not going to see it
sack
get
yourself.
played. You know, it's not going to happen very often. But that guy just screams like general material to me. Seems
Commander,
good. Yeah. Because
Well,
that's
like you
the
can play
criteria.
tribal zombies too, right?
Yeah, you just like tribal. Everyone loves tribal zombies.
Tribal zombies and wraths.
Yeah.
And like some sort of way to make him indestructible.
Yeah, and then you can play Patriarch's Bidding, naming zombies.
Oh, you can play Army of the Damned.
100%.
I'm just gonna make
what's
13
the delve?
guys
What's
here.
the delve one?
Empty the
Empty the
pits.
pits.
Yeah,
I wanted to say empty the
double-
warrens, but I knew it wasn't wrong.
Double X,
Double X delve.
4 black.
Yeah.
It's a strong card, but it's an
Isn't
instant.
it trip black? I think it's
I thought
triple
it was 4,
black.
but if it's
I think
triple,
it's
that
triple
makes
black.
way more sense.
Triple black, colorless.
Oh, maybe it's 2 black and then double X.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah, it's good. I
It's
think
like,
you have to tap 3
good's,
mana.
Good's
Delve.
not the right word to use. It's like okay.
You kidding me? That card is insane. That card's so good. It's like White Sun Zenith in black. Valorous Stance.
Did you see what he
Ding.
did?
What did he
played
do?
his Jace. He has an extra Jace. He played it. Legend ruled it away.
Legend ruled it.
So that he can
there's-
flip it right
He
here.
can flip it.
And then he Valorous Stance destroyed it afterwards.
Did you see the
Destroyed
pool?
the-
He flipped the bitch. So what's happening? What are
I'm
they
not sure.
discussing? Is he? This
Oh,
card's dead. right?
he was asking because Jade played Jace first.
He should have a zombie.
He should have Valor Stance first because now he can't even flip his Jace.
Ding, punished.
Yeah,
Punished.
that's really awkward.
And
That's
Jade,
not a mistake I
Jade-
would make. I would assume Jade would make either.
It's late to the tournament. It's late to the day.
Yeah,
But yeah, usually these are the kinds of things you're on top of. But Jade never lets these kinds of little mistakes get to him.
no,
Judge ruling doesn't go his way. He kind of just keeps going.
yeah.
He's
He's gonna discard a
cool
third
customer.
Jace here. Watch.
Redundant Jaces.
He just drew it off the activation.
Yeah,
The third one.
I'd get rid of it. I mean, it sucks.
I would get rid of it only because if you keep it, assuming that that Zach has a removal spell for your Jace, you're kind of like also assuming that for the past 3 or 4 turns he just hasn't killed it, and it's been drawing him cards, right?
Except he went Read the Bones into
Yeah, but he
Kalidas,
scryed both of his cards away. Right?
bottom.
Yeah, he bottomed both of the lands, which we know are lands, but Jay doesn't know that.
Well, you would gotta assume they're lands.
Yes.
Right. He's at 5
And then he
and
played
hasn't been playing
Kalidas.
5 mana cards. This is a goblin into it. Read the Bones.
That seems okay.
It's so good, man. It's greasy.
It's like
It's a 4/4 Goblin War Drums with Scry 2, Draw 2 on it. That's pretty dumb.
Yes.
That's a ridiculous
Yeah.
card.
or like a Snapcaster Mage.
Nope.
You don't like that?
It is Snapcaster
It is
Mage.
in this scenario. It's Snapcaster Mage, but it's a 4/4 body with menace.
But
Also for double red.
yeah.
Not that he couldn't cast a blue card within it in the standard mana base.
Yeah, you could just have them. He could cast Cryptic Command if you want. He could cast all the spells he's playing right now in Cryptic Command.
I
Except-
remember there used to be this deck in standard that could cast Cryptic Command and Cloud Thresher.
Same
the
mana
same
base.
deck.
Same deck.
One
Main
into
deck.
the other consistently.
Yep.
Oh, that was a good deck.
Cruel Ultimatum too.
Yeah.
It went
five
like
color control.
it went triple white Plume Veil
Yeah.
into
Or
Wrath
triple
of
blue.
God
Or triple blue. Yeah.
or a combination thereof.
Yeah.
Into Wrath of God, into Cloud Thrasher, into
like
Cruel Ultimatum,
counter
into
your
Nicol
things,
Bolas.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now you have
Well,
a flip Jace.
Some of them played Horde of Notions and Maul Drifter and Shriek Maw too. I know I played that version. That was my favorite. Oh, it was so good.
Horde of Notions is the elemental one. Right?
Five, yeah, all 5 colors. 5/5. Trample, haste, vigilance. You can pay 1 of each color to cast an elemental from your graveyard.
Cast.
Yeah. So you can cast Nameless Inversion.
Nice.
Yeah.
Does it say you are allowed to cast it for the rest of the turn, or the activated ability itself casts
yeah,
it?
that puts it on
Nice.
the
As cast, so when cast trigger.
Yeah.
So you can just cast your Mull Drifters and your Shriek Maws again?
Boy, can you.
And your mirror entities?
Yeah, but that one's like less fun.
That one's
right?
not
Like, that one
akin
doesn't
to what
give
your
you the-
deck was
the
doing,
super
right?
neat abilities. The best was
Boop.
Makeshift Mannequin, my Maul Drifter at the end of your turn. Draw 2 cards, untap Cruel Ultimatum, you get back my other Maul Drifter.
Draw the Cruel Ultimatum. Too.
Yeah, draw another.
Yeah, the Cruel Ultimatum was the 3rd card down.
Because if you didn't have it, you were dead.
What's the point? Yeah, cruel. Yeah, so it looks like Jade's flipped Jace here. And he has a Lightning Angel in play.
I think he motioned to the Goblin Dark Dwellers with the plus on the Jace.
Yeah, 100%.
I would assume, because he doesn't really want to block that card.
But when it's a...
Oh,
if it's a 2/4,
2/4, he could double
can block
and
with
kill
the
it.
Lightning Angel and the Mana War.
Yeah.
And it's good.
You can't say those things. Lightning Angel and Mana War? Some of these people won't even know what those cards do.
Well, I don't care about them. It's a Lightning Angel and a Mana War. Get your history down.
Crackling Doom?
Crackling
Ooh,
Doom? Okay,
good.
that's
And then
pretty good.
2 to Jace, yeah.
2 to Jace for sure.
And now Jace
Do you
takes
feel like there was some patience that was lost there by not waiting one more land drop
by Jade?
into know about
By
the
Zach.
Soulfire?
Yeah.
Because he could have Soulfired that Crackling Doom. He did he track the 2 life gain there as well?
On the life pad? No, I don't think so.
Okay, they must have it though.
Well, he wrote something down on his life pad,
Okay,
and
yeah.
he did do the damage to Jace. So I would assume that means that
Yeah, he's gained the 2 life.
Jace is dead. I mean that Jace.
Well, Jace is at 2.
I mean that Zach gained life, and Jace is almost dead.
So in this position, you're ticking Jace up. Are you ticking Jace up onto the Goblin still here? I would.
Yeah, you have to.
Provided you don't have a creature, which Jade's deck isn't. Not, it's not like a never-ending string of creatures.
There's a chance that he has Wingmate Rock, though. He could
Wingmate
just
Rock
attack with
right
the
now
Reflector Mage.
would
Wingmate
be
would be
so
super
good.
Yeah,
It would be
because if he gets in with if he attacks with Reflector, Zach's not going to block, so Zach's not going to gain. Oh, maybe this means he does have Wingmate Rock.
I think putting down 2/3/4s against the 4/4 Menace is good. 4/4 with Goblin War Drums.
Jade's got a Jeskai.
How sweet is it that Goblin War Drums got turned into a keyword ability?
Yeah, I wish that it wasn't called Menace though. It seems kind of lame. Oh, he had Valor stats. Okay, he's also got a Jeskai Charm in his hand.
Yeah.
So if Zach corrects a fetch line, there's a chance that Soulfire gets shuffled away. Right?
It's correct.
I've done that before.
He's gonna submerge.
In response to the fetch line.
He's gonna submerge in response to the fetch.
Submerge your Tarmogoyf. Aw. Your fetch line resolves though.
Yeah, we're old man magic right here, by the way. Just so you all know. When Wrathy Dragon came out, oh man.
Were you excited?
You have no idea. You have no idea how excited I was.
Another Read the Bones from Zach. That's the 3rd one of the game.
Is he at 8? Is he actually at 8?
I think he's supposed to be at 10.
Well, Jade just switched it to 8 and then marked on his paper. So...
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not really sure.
He did bring in Dramonka's Command. That is, in fact, Dramonka's Command and a Soulfire. I don't think you keep the Soulfire. That has to get away. That's a bad card right now. Yeah.
For 1, you already have 1. 2, you don't have anything for it to work with. I'd rather push it and try to get a removal spell or something. Also, could he not have put that Read the Bones back into his hand?
With the rebuy? Yeah, but I think that what he's hoping is he draws a Siege Rhino.
He
wants a Siege Rhino or a Kalitas. Some creature to help himself gum up the ground, right? Because if he plays a 4-drop here...
Any 4-drop in his deck.
Yeah.
Or even or like
if
he hasn't even played a land yet. If he goes 5th land...
He has. He played a Cinderclade, the red-green dual land. That's
okay,
right there.
yeah. Okay.
I don't think he has double black to play a Kalitas, though. He only has
You're
one
right.
black right now.
So
can
he was
play
into Rhino.
Okay, yeah, he got a
Which
Rhino.
he got a Rhino. So.
I don't think that was one of the cards he saw with his scry. No, it wasn't.
Did he have it in hand? I don't think he had it in his hand. He just got a blind Rhino?
I think he just blind hit Rhino.
It's been a while since... I don't think he's even seen a Rhino this game, and he's done, what, 3 Read the Bones?
Yeah. He played,
That's his 3rd Read the Bones?
I don't think he played a Rhino last game either. Well, but he did mulligan to 4 last game, so that makes sense.
Jeskai charming him to 7.
Yep.
That's an interesting Jeskai charm there. Why do you just fire that off right there?
Well, he could just kill him if he also has another Jeskai charm or Mantis Rider in hand and draws the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
You just play.
Oh, no, he doesn't need to draw one. If he just has land and Mantis Rider, Zach's dead. Because he has Jace to minus to flashback the Jeskai charm.
Okay, but he's already went for the +1.
Yeah.
And he went for +1 on the Soulfire. So he wants to
He
keep
wants
his
to
life
keep
total
him from
down.
gaining life, yeah.
Boom!
That's pretty good. That is really, really good here.
I like how my extra large size dice made their way from Gerald's shop down here. Oh.
Jade hasn't played land yet for turn.
So are you the one Flame Slash?
But he's only got one
Wild
card
Slash?
in hand, right?
It could just be... Oh, no, yeah,
Yeah,
it's only
no.
one.
No, he just didn't
You
think
want
about
the
it.
cheeky
If he-
Wild Slash
If he
for
had
the win?
plussed on the Siege Rhino, though, he could have attacked with everything.
Yeah, but that's effectively pointless, right?
No, but if he gains Zach... If Zach gains the life from Soulfire, that means it got 8 by Reflector Mage.
Yeah,
But I don't think he would make that block. That doesn't seem good.
I wouldn't.
I
There's
would not
no
either.
point. That's his late game card.
Yeah.
It looks so innocuous. It just looks like a little whatever 2-drop, but that is just like so late game. So good. And if he just hits like a Crackling Doom...
If he has
Like
Crackling
if you are
Doom
looking...
here,
If you're in
he can-
Zach's spot right now, the Crackling Doom is all you want.
Yeah.
And remember we talked about how a little bit more patience and he would have still had it in his hand.
Yeah, and he
To
could have
be-
rebought it.
To be fair, the game would have played out slightly differently.
Well, if
but-
he didn't play it that turn, the
Yeah.
Jace would have had... It would have, what, 2 extra loyalty right now?
It would have 2 extra
And
loyalty.
Jade would have... Was it Mantis Rider that he killed? Yeah, it had to have been.
Yeah, he would have been long gone.
He would have been... Yeah, he would be dead right now.
There's
Murder's
a
cut
cut.
with buyback? Is he not buying it back?
He must have another
He
card in his
can't
hand.
buy it back.
He must have another card in his hand that he wants to play.
Oh, Utter End. Whew.
He brought the outer end in.
Yeah. I think that you
that
have
comes
to,
as a
right?
surprise.
Yeah, but he has no other way to deal with a Planeswalker.
Yeah.
Like, well, like he has Crackling Tomb, right?
Yeah.
But he doesn't know that the Planeswalker Jade has is the Sarkhan.
So that was a pretty big turn for Zach.
Yeah, Jade might be... Yeah, Jade's dead. Wow.
Jade extends the hand.
That is impressive. So Zach wins 2-1 after... I would like to say that was a pretty close game.
That was all a really close series, even.
Yeah.
They did.
That
did
Read the
well.
Bones that he played that got that Rhino,
That was
that was
huge.
clutch.
Yeah.